When the Los Angeles Clippers defeated the Utah Jazz, it marked the first time in their 51-year history that they had ever been to the conference finals. And with their win, this incredibly inept franchise crossed themselves off a dubious list. The list of not being the most trash ever. And yes, there is a team that has somehow gotten less close to a ship. Every league has a doormat. Losing is one thing, but not even giving your fans the chance to cling to the hope of winning a ring? Well, that's just pathetic. Let's find out who these awful teams are. Teams that have never even come close to a championship is coming up right after this. It's finally here! Summertime, great fun, good weather, girls in bikinis, and of course, getting to all that fun. Thank goodness we can actually do that this year, and if you're going to be stuck in a car, plane, or even a bus, you better have some noise-isolating earbuds attached to the side of your head. That's why I wear Raycons. High quality, bass boosting, 6 hours of playtime, and seamless Bluetooth pairing Raycons. Raycons are worn by Snoop Dogg and come in a variety of colors and fits. And they come with a risk-free 45-day return policy. This summer, we're renting an RV, and I'm 100% bringing my Raycons so that I can drown out my complaining kids and listen to books on tape. So after this video, you can support this channel by going to buyraycon.com/5 points from the link below and get 15% off your purchase. Again, go to buyraycon.com/5 points from the link below and kick your summer off with a 15% discount. Brought to you by Raycon. So for this vid, we will cover the shitty teams in the 4 major North American sports: college football, college basketball, the World Cup, and even a little racing. Let's get into it. We'll start with hockey, where the former Atlanta Thrashers / new Winnipeg Jets have been around since 1999, but have never made it past the conference finals, losing to a brand new team, the Vegas Golden Knights, in 2017. Or is it 2017/2018? The Arizona Coyotes have been awful. They got beat 4-1 in the conference finals in 2011, then took 7 years off from the playoffs and were outed in the bubble. The Yotes also have a terrible playoff record, 44-80 all time. But they still came closer to a championship than the Columbus Blue Jackets, who, despite having one of the greatest upsets of all time in 2019, have never made it past the second round. Torts may have brought them recent success, but like Pierre-Luc Dubois' effort, that has faded. Major League Baseball has such a long history, and they haven't expanded since the early 90s when the Marlins and the Rockies joined the league. The Marlins have 2 rings, while the Rockies have also been to a World Series despite Matt Holliday not touching the plate. The Milwaukee Brewers have been around a long time, only making the World Series once nearly 40 years ago, losing to the Cardinals. But no team comes close to how bad the Seattle Mariners have been when in the year 2001 they won 116 games and got beat by the Yankees 4-2 in the ALCS and have not made the playoffs since. Literally, a 21-year-old who can go to a bar and drink has never even seen the Mariners play in a postseason. Yeah, sorry, young Mariners fan. Order a highball. As mentioned before, the Clippers would have topped this list, but it seems like Kawhi Leonard is the perfect solution for giving fans hope. He did it for the Raptors too. Timberwolves fans, you can relax. You made a conference finals in 03. I didn't even remember that. It was when you still had KG, but lost to the Lakers. And that leaves us with 2 awful expansion teams. The Memphis Grizzlies, who have a playoff record of 29-47 and have only been to the conference finals once in 2013 where they were swept, and the absolute worst, the Charlotte Hornets / Bobcats / Hornets. The last time they had success was in 2001 when they lost to the Bucks in the conference semis. Since then, 3 playoff appearances and first round L's in all of them. And not a bright future either. Maybe they should trade for Ben Simmons. Oh, hey Lions fans, you probably clicked on this video just to see your team actually make a list, but I'll get back to you. Browns fans, relax. You've seen your team be tantalizingly close to a Super Bowl back in the 80s, and you beat the Steelers last year and made Tree the happiest man on earth.
Way to go! Way to go! Garbage!
Okay, back to the Lions, who have a 1-12 playoff record, have only been to one NFC Championship game in which they got destroyed 41-10. And even getting that far was a surprise. But still, being one game away from a Super Bowl is not worse than the Texans, who have been run by a hack and a succubus and have never gotten out of the divisional round. With decisions like fake punting up 24-7, it's no wonder this team hasn't even sniffed a championship in its 19-year existence. And things couldn't be going any worse right now. For college basketball, it would be easy to take some SWAC school and dunk on them. But from the Power 5, you have two pretty bad teams. Northwestern has only made the tourney once, and they have played ball since 1904. And the NCAA tournament has been going on since 1939. They did win one game, but yeah, this happened. Still not worse than Nebraska Cornhusker basketball, who have made 7 tourneys and have lost in the first round every single time. Yeah, definitely a football school. I'm going to announce a 3-way tie in college football between 3 perpetually bad teams. Indiana, who last won a conference title in 1967 and has a 3-10 bowl record. Wake Forest, who has produced exactly 3 All-Americans and sports a 462 and 660 record since 1888. And the Kansas Jayhawks, whose last conference title came in 1968 and haven't won a bowl since 2008 when this specimen of a man was their head coach. Though there are many countries which will never have a chance to win a World Cup like the United States, few have been as inept as the European country of Luxembourg, who have participated in every World Cup qualifying tournament since 1934 and have a total record of 6 wins, 119 losses, and 10 draws, while being outscored 433-70. To be fair, Luxembourg is a country of about 600,000 citizens, and Europe is stacked with football teams. Nearby Liechtenstein, who has also never qualified in 6 attempts, sports 2 wins, 52 losses, and 6 draws in their caps. Both of their wins came against Luxembourg. Starcom Racing, owned by one of the luckiest Daytona 500 winners in history, Derek Cope, has entered 145 NASCAR races and not won a single one of them. Their best finish was in 2019 with an 11th place finish at the Coke Zero Sugar 400 in Daytona. And finally, in Formula One, we have Hesketh Racing, who employed James Hunt from the movie Rush and was every bit of the party-hard Playboy-style team portrayed in the movie. From 1974 to 1978, they basically bought their way onto the track and did win the 1975 Dutch Grand Prix with Hunt behind the wheel. Funded by the well-off Lord Hesketh, eventually the team couldn't find sponsors and folded. Unlike Rich Energy, which wasn't actually a sponsor, Hesketh went into politics and never returned. It was probably a fun ride, albeit with not many wins. Unlike whatever Lions and Mariners fans have experienced over the last 50 years. God, they have been awful.
We watched the games and just cried together.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe for more sports facts and bad jokes. I'm 5 Points Vids, and you made it to my next video.